What's going on, everybody? Um, this is probably not going to be the jolliest episode of the Grand Slam. We're not we're not happy. And just for some context, Team USA lost to Venezuela 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic Championship tonight. Um, Not what we thought was going to happen at all. Um, our predictions are very wrong from our prediction video, but yeah, just not a good night. Colton, are you okay, bud?
No, I'm really not okay because I gave myself hope. Um, After one thing happened, which we'll get into. Um, Pathetic all around, just pathetic. I, 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 I don't know how else to really explain it other than the fact that it felt like every other team in the WBC wanted it more. They wanted it more than the US. And whenever you have a team like the US, you have to not want it more, but almost be like, this is our game. We need to show all of them who really is the best, right? It's not about wanting it more. That's what the other countries do. USA, it's about showing everyone else that y'all are still the best. And we've only done it once in every single WBC. And once again, it came down to one strike, one swing, one run, one AB for the US again, and we couldn't come through. It's
Yeah.
pathetic.
Um, I had the game on my phone pretty much the whole time. I was watching Tarleton State beat number two Texas, but that's not the point. You know, I'm just very disappointed in this lineup. Everything almost went to what I thought. I told myself and I told, you know, I said it on the podcast that we were gonna make the championship and a fire was gonna be lit and we were gonna win. I couldn't have been more wrong. I mean, you cannot you cannot be okay with Aaron Judge 0 for 4 3Ks. Kyle Schwarber 0 for 3 3Ks. Your leadoff, Bobby Witt 0 for 3. I mean, like there's so much that went wrong tonight. Like the one guy that has not been produced in Bryce Harper. So for this game, got nothing bad to say about Bryce Harper. I honestly have nothing bad to say about Nolan McLean because his offense was terrible. Shout out to the bullpen, other than Garrett Whitlock, but you know, it's just unacceptable. This team was way too good, but it's like you said, you got to. It comes down when you've got two teams like this to who wants it more. That's what it comes down to is who wants it more. And honestly, the last two or three games, like all of their bracket play games, I think the other team wanted it more, in my opinion. The Dominican definitely wanted it more than the U.S. We just kind of got bailed out and lucky
Yeah.
with that win.
Yeah.
We got lucky that we threw Skeens and the bullpen was just out of this world. But
Yeah.
the funny thing about luck is that it always runs out, and Team USA's luck ran out tonight. On to 2029, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few things that happened in this lineup and I feel like I'm gonna see a lot of stuff on social media about one kid in USA's lineup about how he didn't come in clutch when it mattered. And I'm talking about Roman Anthony, of course. Of course, he's 21 years old. We have talked about him on the pod before, right? We've talked about him. He is excellent, right? He is an amazing ball player. He has the strengths and the abilities to be an absolute superstar, right? He is 21 years old. He's barely played in any MLB games. You can't expect him to come through right there in the biggest moment of one of the biggest stages in the world. And I'm not saying that Roman Anthony can't do that. I'm sitting here saying that you can't expect him to do what Bryce Harper did in the eighth and hit that two-run clutch tying home run because Harper has done that before in his career. He's had the swing of his life. I would say if we ended up winning that game, that is Harper's swing of his life, you know? And I feel like I'm going to see a lot of stuff, and it doesn't need to be bashed with that. Here's who I think needs to be bashed.
And I think we're gonna agree right here. I think we really are.
Aaron Judge needs to be bashed. I hate, I hate, and this is me as a, yes, I am a Ranger fan, but I've also went to New York City. My senior trip, or like my favorite trip, the trip that I wanted to go on was go see a Yankees Red Sox game and go visit Yankee Stadium and go to Cooperstown and all that. I went to Yankee Stadium and I bought an Aaron Judge jersey because of how good he is in the regular season. And it didn't click to me till last year's postseason that he is a regular season merchant. Whenever it gets to the playoffs, whenever it gets to the WBC, whenever it gets to anything clutch wise, he is never there. He never shows up, and he never will. Like you just said, 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. If this was game 102 in the regular season, he's going 4 for 5 with 3 bombs. No, this is the WBC championship to put it all on the line for your country. And you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. I love Aaron Judge, and I think he is an amazing baseball player. I think he is an amazing baseball player. But he does not come up clutch. He
Oh my
does not.
gosh. Dude, I mean,
I dropped my pen.
I agree. I agree with everything you just said about Aaron Judge. Here's some other guys I want to dog on. Byron Buxton, never try to play for Team USA again. Don't throw your name in the hat. Just forget about it. Worry about spring training in 2029 if you're even healthy. So don't put on the uniform ever again. You literally didn't get a hit in, like the whole tournament.
0 for 9.
Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber. You hit 320 throughout the tournament. I mean, okay, where were you tonight? I
Yeah.
know you worked a walk, but where were you?
Mhm.
0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Be gone, Kyle Schwarber. Alex Bregman, don't ever qualify or don't throw your hat in the ring again. Don't put on Team USA colors again. Or not colors, you can wear USA colors, but don't put the jersey on. Don't put the jersey on. Bryce Terang, you're amazing. I have nothing bad to say about you, Bryce Terang. Honestly. You know, I'm upset with Bobby Witt. You can say Bobby Witt Jr.'s young, but Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, he's
established,
25.
yeah, but he has established himself as he was, I mean, he's might be the best two-way player in the league, best five-tool player in the league. Honestly,
Yeah.
like that's not ridiculous to say, and he went 0 for 3 when it mattered. 0 for
I
3.
I I, I kind of want to defend Bobby Witt though. He has never been. He plays for the Royals. We got to remember that he's been to the playoffs once and he got swept in the wild card series. And he like I mean, he's only had two games ever in like I guess you could say clutch situations or like big time games. And so I don't want to dog on him too much, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. But again, you got to remember the MLB team that he plays for and the I guess like he doesn't get to the postseason much. And that's not dogging the Royals. I actually have high hopes for the Royals, but
Well,
you know,
someone that is very familiar with the postseason and has 3 championships that sucked tonight was Will Smith. I
yeah.
mean, I get it. You got to play Will Smith because Cal Raleigh. I mean, I don't even know if he's made contact with a baseball this whole tournament,
I
but
I I like actually do not think he has.
I don't know. I really do. Is Cal Raleigh still on the team? Was he in the dugout tonight? Like, who knows? You
Yeah,
know
I
why?
saw him talking to Scooble.
Okay. Hey, guess what? You know why we lost? Tarek Skubal showed up. That's why we
And
lost
did it
because Tarek
and
Skubal was in the
and
dugout.
and didn't pitch, by the way. I dropped my pen again. And didn't pitch, by the way. Didn't
Well,
pitch.
Skubal, I saw somewhere where he was talking about how much it means for him to be there, and he like drove he went through the rain to get there wherever he was going. Buddy, I drive in the rain all the time. It's not a big deal. It's not a big. Go back to wherever the Tigers are having their spring training. Be gone. Don't don't do that.
I
That's another
mean,
guy, Scooble. I don't care if you win a Cy Young every year till the next WBC. Don't ever put on that uniform again. I know we already went off on Scooble last episode, but this is just another opportunity to do that. Go put on the jersey.
yeah, I mean, he, I guarantee, and one thing I saw from the end of the entire thing, I saw Paul Skeens with his hat like this, sitting at the end of the dugout, and you could tell that he was visibly upset. And I looked at Macy was over, and I looked at Macy, and I told her, I said, I think Paul Skeens was crying right there. I think Paul Skeens was crying. I guarantee you, instead of Whitlock or Rogers or whoever the hell you bring in, excuse my language, but whoever you bring in, I bet you he would go up and go in the bullpen and get ready to throw. I
Yes.
bet you he would.
And you know, this is the sad part about it. If this tournament was in July or June or August or something like that, Scuba would have pitched. Or not Scuba, sorry, Skeens. Skeens
Yeah.
would have came in relief. By the way, I don't want to hear anything about fatigue. Where was Mason Miller tonight?
Yeah.
Shout out Garrett Whitlock, a really good reliever in the MLB.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
Throw Mason Miller. Give him the ball and let him pitch until his arm falls off.
Yeah.
He plays for the Padres. They're not winning a World Series. They're not a bad team, but they're not winning the World Series. Let him pitch until his arm falls off. Like, I'm sorry, like Garrett Whitlock is someone that we should have thrown in the seventh or eighth inning. He's not someone we should have thrown in the ninth.
He's someone that we probably should have thrown in after McLean.
We should have saved Griffin
Jack.
Jacks. We should have saved Griffin Jacks for the ninth. We should have saved Griffin Jacks for the ninth.
Now,
But,
and that's no,
but we didn't do
I don't
that.
want to sit here. I don't want to sit here and dock Whitlock because we know his regular season numbers and MLB numbers. He's an amazing pitcher. But in that leverage, I mean, Jax just came through. And truthfully, looking at it in like DeRosa's point of view, which I will get into DeRosa in a little bit, but DeRosa's point of view, I get it. They both haven't had like I guess postseason success at all. I guess you could say Whitlock is the one that has because he's actually played in the postseason recently. But I mean, at the same time, it's kind of just like, man, Jack showed up, Whitlock tried to. You couldn't really tell, so that's in DeRosa's defense. But we should have probably saved Jax for the ninth. But who knows? We can't
Well,
say
you
anything.
know, I do want to give someone props for Venezuela. And honestly, congrats to Venezuela. It hurts,
Yeah.
but they get their first WBC championship. Good for them. They were hungry. They wanted
Hmm.
it. And I want to give this guy a shout out. The player from last episode, Ezekiel Tovar, went 2 for 4 tonight and hit 471 throughout the tournament.
You
So,
bet. You
so
bet.
yeah, you bet. Shout
You
out to
bet.
Ezekiel Tovar for being very, very good. Your guy Michael Garcia hit 385.
Hmm.
He didn't do anything tonight, but he still hit pretty well for the tournament. Um,
I think this whole tournament, Team Venezuela, has been shockingly better than people expected.
I said it.
Uh,
I said it on the pod, episode 3. I said Venezuela had a chance to beat Japan. I said they were sneaky good, and they went out and won the whole thing. Tune into episode 3 if you guys want to hear my take.
if they tune into this.
Yeah. Also,
I mean, but Venice,
you're probably gonna unload on Mark DeRosa a lot. So I just want to get just a little bit real quick. Don't ever manage Team USA again.
yes.
Mark DeRosa, please don't. Whoever is the GM for the team itself, don't tell him he's not coming back. I think Mark DeRosa is a great analyst. I love watching Mark DeRosa on MLB Network. I like his baseball mind. But the guy had no managerial experience going into last season and I mean, or the last WBC. And he's just not the guy. I'm sorry. He's just not. Especially after, he thought that we were automatically in and the whole Italy situation. He's just not the guy. He's just not. And I really hope we move away from Mark DeRosa. And I like Mark DeRosa. Again, great analyst, terrible manager.
Yeah, and if there's one thing that you noticed with a lot of the WBC teams, their managers were people that had who were insane at the MLB level. Like Hall of Fame good. I mean, Dominican Republic, Albert Pujols, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. The Netherlands was Andrew Jones, most recent Hall of Famer, right? Like there were guys in the coaching staff that definitely should have been over Mark DeRosa. Mark DeRosa is an MLB analyst, yes. But if you look at the people that were in the game in his era, what is DeRosa? Is DeRosa even an all-star? Was he ever an all-star in his career?
I know he was a kind of utility guy. That doesn't mean he didn't make an all-star team, but I know
I
he was
I mean,
hey,
I mean,
former Ranger Mark DeRosa.
yeah, I know. Former Ranger. Former Ranger. I really don't care at this point. Do not come back. Do not come back. And it's simply just because of the fact that if the whole scandal with the Team Italy deal didn't happen, like what are you doing?
Sorry. Changing my lights to purple because Tarleton won. I'm listening.
Oh, good Lord, kid. It's the whole thing with the Italy game, right? It's that whole thing. You think we advanced. Y'all celebrated pretty hard. You come into the media like, yeah, we had some guys dragging today. Shut up! Like, what do you mean? How do you not know, the manager not know that this game matters? It matters. How? And I understand this. Mark DeRosa has baseball knowledge, has played in the MLB before. He's a good person, good baseball minded person, great analyst, like you said. He did three separate interviews with press and media and MLB Network. How do none of those people tell him that this game matters? He went on MLB Network and said, yeah, it feels weird because we already have our ticket punch for the quarterfinals, blah, 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 blah. How did Robert Flores or whoever was in the booth or whatever not sit there and say, well, actually, y'all aren't? Why did they not say that? Why did no one in the press come out and say, hey, that like y'all aren't actually gone? We heard this earlier. Y'all aren't actually that good bet. Why did no one say that? And it feels like I just you should know that as a manager. You should know that. And you should play the right people. You played the B team. That's no hate to Goldschmidt and Ernie Clement, but you played the B team. And and honestly, yeah, no hate to Goldschmidt. He got a hit in that game. Yeah, and a boy. But at what cost? Like
You know, yeah,
it's
I mean, you can't, uh, I don't know, you can't afford to just literally slip up like that, especially in a press conference as the manager. But with that being said, we lost. We didn't want it enough, in my opinion. We just didn't. Um, and you know what? Honestly, right now, I'm just looking forward to the regular season. Um, tonight was tough. Tonight was a tough loss. I knew, and I didn't come into this game tonight, thinking we're gonna win. We're just better. I couldn't. I can't. Not after the offensive performances that we've had lately. I just couldn't. But that's enough for WBC talk. Yeah.
There is one thing I want to point out. I don't know how much time we have left, But
I haven't had the 10-minute pop up, so
okay, cool. Perfect. Um, like Lon said, props to Venezuela. They had a really good tournament. They've got some really good guys on the roster. One thing I want y'all as fans to go look at and look at and watch is Eugenio Suarez's post game interview. Um, that came on kind of like a few minutes after they got done celebrating on the mound or whatnot. Y'all go give that a listen. Lawton, did you watch and hear that?
I
Okay.
did not. I did not.
He, I gained a lot more respect for Eugenio Suarez. I already liked him as a player myself. I gained a lot more respect for him and kind of for this whole Venezuelan team. Um, sure, they kind of looked cocky and whatnot, saying that we ate pizza and we ate sushi. Have you seen that?
Yeah, yeah, they ate a cheeseburger tonight, Yags.
Yeah,
They had
they
a
ate a
cheeseburger, fries,
cheeseburger.
and a sweet tea tonight. That's what they did.
Yeah. It But like, sure, they came off cocky and whatnot, but I heard his post game interview, and I heard about how he talked about the team and about himself, and it made me kind of see that like this team was a team. It felt like Team USA, yeah, it was a team, but it wasn't a group of guys going out there bonded over the game, wanting to win. Team Venezuela really showed that. And they were led by an incredible captain with a bunch of baseball knowledge in Salvi Perez. Um, Nearly added more damage at the top of the ninth, or bottom of the eighth. Why can I not remember? I don't know. Anyways,
But yeah, I didn't really keep up with Venezuela that much, like in pool play. But then I did see a moment they had where, they were in the locker room, kind of praying together and kind of being a family. I really liked that, and that's when I started kind of paying attention to them more.
yeah.
And
Well, that's it.
honestly, if we were gonna lose to somebody in this tournament, I'm glad it's Venezuela.
Yeah.
So, and also,
But and that's
congratulations to Venezuela bench coach Robinson Chirinos, Texas Ranger legend. He is a World Baseball Classic champion. Congrats, Robinson.
Attaboy Robinson. Congrats, Miggy. Congrats to them. But just to add on top of what Eugenio Suarez's post-game interview was, yeah, he spoke a lot and he spoke heavy on the Lord, like heavy on the Lord. And I told Macy, I said, I just gained so much respect for him. The way that he sat there and talked about, he said, man, all glory to God. Jesus is the reason why we're here. We couldn't have done it without him. All of these guys have Jesus in their heart, and he helped us win this game tonight. Not because the other team was, like the opponent, but just because like we had he was more with us. Not saying that he wasn't with Team USA or anything. That's not what he was trying to say, but he was just saying that like this team was bonded over Christianity and was bonded over all of I mean their country, man. This is their country and they wanted to win. And I listened to that and I listened to Eduardo Rodriguez's and I listened to uh I forgot who the last one was, but I listened to them all and it made me think, man, I mean, they're not as cocky as I thought they were. And they're a good team. They're a good group of guys, and congrats to them.
Yeah, and I mean, that's why we watch baseball. That's why we love the sport so much. Uh, the sport of baseball just kind of bonds everybody and brings everybody together, and the fact that it did that for Venezuela through Christ just speaks volume to me, and that's very special. And that does make me, you know, I wish we would have won, but I'm glad they won because at the end of the day, as much as I don't like saying this a lot, but at the end of the day, baseball is just a game, and if it means my team loses, but that game might have brought more people to Christ, then so be it. That's the ultimate goal. But congrats to Venezuela. Yags, are you ready for guess the player?
Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it. I've got my pen and whatever ready. Let's
All
do
right, for
it.
those of you who don't know the rules, I will tell Colton if this guy is playing or has retired, and he will have 10 hints that lead up to his final guess, unless he just wants to guess before, and then I will reveal the player and we'll see if he's right or wrong. He is 2 for 3, currently on a two
Do it.
game winning streak. So
Let's
here we
do
go.
it.
Colton Jaggers. This guy has, or he's not in the MLB anymore.
Not in the MLB. Okay. American League or National League?
Like, what is he remembered for?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, American League.
American League. Okay. Okay. Uh, hitter or pitcher?
Hitter. Two down.
I know I'm keeping notes, twin. Um,
Telling the future twin.
I'm keeping notes, twin. Uh, did he play? Is he remembered for the AL East?
No,
Okay. Remembered for AL West?
no.
Okay, so
That's how many guesses? Five?
four.
Four?
Was he an outfielder?
No.
So he's an infielder of some sort that was remembered playing for the AL Central.
Wait. AL East. He plays for I'm so sorry. He played for the AL East.
Ah,
I'm so
so
sorry. I messed that up. It's still the same amount. You're still on the right track. Just shift your mind from Central to the East. That's on me, gang.
well then no, because I get one more question because I asked if you remember for AL East and you said no.
You can get one more question. I'm
All
sorry, guys.
right.
Guys. I'm sorry at home.
All right. So I really only have four,
AL East.
but he's an infielder.
He played, yes, and he played for multiple.
I
Oh, I
I
wouldn't exactly call him an infielder, but he played for multiple teams, but he's mainly remembered as an AL East.
wouldn't call him an infield. You said he's not an outfielder. Hey, you said he's a hitter, so he's not a pitcher. He could be a catcher. Is he a catcher?
Yes. How many more do you have?
Five.
Four, three, two.
All right. Five more guesses. Wait, six, seven, eight, nine. Yeah, five. Okay. Take that, man. Take that.
Guys, that's a grown man, by the way.
I'm younger than you, twin.
Yeah, and I'm not doing it.
Oh, I need to think of a question. A question. Did he play primarily in the 2010s?
Uh, I would say late 2000s and then throughout like the early to mid 2010s.
Eh?
Let me look up this guy's baseball reference real quick.
To middle to late 2010s is what you said?
Yeah, like late 2000s and then uh middle to late. His final season was 2020.
Thanks for that hint. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
I get the 10-minute timer.
nah, I mean,
We're almost done.
yeah. Um, seven, seven, eight.
How many more? Wait, how many have you guessed?
I've got four more guesses left. I promise you. I promise you. I wouldn't lie. I'm not,
I
I
don't
wouldn't.
want you to get this one.
You don't want me to get this one?
No.
Do you think I could? That's not like a question to ask, but like, do you think I possibly could?
I think you can.
Yeah, I'm sure I probably could. He's a catcher, though. This might eliminate a lot for me. Did he? Well, no, he couldn't have. Well, maybe. Did he primarily play for the Yankees?
No.
I have a player in mind. Okay, this is a make or break question right here, because this is going to decide if I know this player or not. Did this player ever play for the Dodgers?
No.
Damn it!
Who are,
Sorry with the language.
who are you thinking of?
Russell Martin.
Yeah, no, not Russell Martin. You got two more
Okay,
guesses, bro.
I know.
I'll give you a hint. This guy was a four-time All-Star.
Still sounds like Russell Martin. In my head, it does, bro.
He's also a
Oh,
World Series champ. No, he's not. I lied to you. He's not a World Series champion. Sorry, looked at the wrong year.
yeah, it's not Posada. It's not Martin. It's not Gary Sanchez. I need to venture out. I
You
need to
got
venture.
two more guesses. We got 7.5 minutes.
No way it's Matt Wieters. There's no way it's Matt Wieters. Uh, who was the catcher? Who was remembered for being a Ray?
You've got the Rays, Orioles, Yankees, Red Sox, and who else? Blue Jays?
Who? Wait, how many minutes you say we had left?
We have like 6.5 now, so let's chop chop.
Okay, listen, chill, fam. Hey, who was the catcher for the? There was Veritek for a little bit. Then there was Dog. Yeah, you wouldn't. It wouldn't be Napoli because you would say he's remembered as a Ranger. Um, Christian Vasquez wasn't a four-time All-Star. I can't for some reason I can't shake Matt Weeder. I know it's not Matt Weeder.
What a pull.
I know it's not Matt Wieters.
I haven't heard Matt Wieters in years.
I mean, it's not Mike's. No, he's not remembered for the AL East. I don't even know if he played in the AL East.
I need some questions, Twin. I need some questions.
Okay. Damn. A game with the lake. Did he did he is he remembered for being a Red Sox?
No. Last
Okay.
question.
Is he remembered for being a Ray?
No, you got to guess it right now.
Hold on.
I'm saying like you don't have any more questions. That's
I know. I know. I gotta do quick thinking. Who was there before Matt Wieters, man? Who was there?
well, this could
Because
be a Blue Jay too.
yeah, I know. But who on the Blue Jay? Yeah, no way. No way. He played catcher early. There's no way.
Ain't gonna lie, we got like 4 minutes, Jags. So
Dude, I can guess a player in 4 minutes.
I,
Call
I
me.
also have to do the outro and talk about next podcast too. So
Ugh. Okay. 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 It's not Russell Martin. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Who is before Russell Martin? Dude, this is gonna make me mad. It's gonna make me so mad. Who's another catcher that played for them that was an all-star a lot? Ah, this is gonna hurt my soul.
they do
I,
have a
I
guy that played catcher for the Blue Jays that was eventually a Ranger in 2014, but I don't know if that's him or not. It could be him, it could not.
yeah, it's not JP Arancibia. It's not. All right, I'm throwing it out here because I don't know who else it could be. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna say it just because he was a catcher early on in his career, and I know it's not right. Is it Josh Donaldson?
It is not Josh Donaldson. Do you want to know who was a four-time All-Star, two-time Gold Glove Award winner, primarily played for the Baltimore Orioles? You want to know his name?
Yeah.
It's Matt Wieters.
Are you
I'm
serious?
so serious.
Matt Wieters is a four-time All-Star?
Matt Wieters was an All-Star in 2011, 2012, 2014, and 2016.
I thought he was only an All-Star in 14 and 16.
He won a Gold
Oh
Glove
no.
in 2011 and 2012, and in 2012 he got MVP votes. So
Oh, Matt Wieters.
Matt Wieters,
Dang.
8 years with Baltimore, two with the Nationals, and two with the Cardinals.
He retired in 2020. Good night.
He is retired. That's what I'm saying. When I saw that, I was like, dang, he retired in 2020?
I thought it was like 2018.
All right, but
That's a good name, and I'm mad that I said it like 5 times.
your win streak is over. Yags is
I
back
know.
at 500 on Guess the Player. He's
Two
two
for
and
four.
two. Next episode, guys, we will be digging into the Texas Rangers spring training. We're going to be giving you guys some Ranger content.
Yeah.
We're just going to talk about some surprises, some people we're not too happy with, and we're just going to give our opinion on so far what we've seen from that Ranger squad. So thank you
Yeah.
guys for watching. This will be uploaded tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. So be on
Yep.
the lookout for it. Yeah, you got anything else you want to say in this 2 minute frame?
Yeah. Next podcast gonna be lit. Congrats to Team Venezuela. I'm mad that I didn't get Matt Wieters because I have his baseball card. That's a chrome piece at the 2016 All-Star game. So I'm actually I'm really upset, and now I'm fixing to go get on MLB The Show and do the St. Patrick's Day program.
Join the party, bro. Join the party when we get off this.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Go Rangers and go.